If you've decided to use a framework or a DPS to renew or set up a new contract, you may need to run a further competition. You might have also heard it being called a mini competition. Either way, they're the same thing, and it can essentially mean you can run a competition between a set of pre-approved suppliers to get the best result for what you need. But how exactly do you run a further competition? Stage 1. Get prepared. Do your research on the market of the services or goods you're looking to source. For example, look at what's currently available, what's the average cost, and are there any new innovations or changes to industry standards?
Build up a detailed description of everything you're looking for. For example, if you're looking to buy a fleet of minibuses, your specification should include details such as engine size, number of seats, CO2 emissions, and livery. You also need to decide how long you want your contract with the supplier to last. Is it a one-off purchase, or are you looking for a long-term arrangement, such as a 4-year contract? Finally, you need to make sure that all your stakeholders are on board. Do your finance team or legal team need to be involved? If they do, it's better to involve them as early as possible.
Stage 2. Get your documents ready. We have further competition templates that you can use. You'll need to work out how you're going to evaluate all the submissions from the suppliers. This is called the award criteria. This will involve coming up with questions that will allow the supplier to demonstrate how they'll meet your needs. For example, questions could be tailored around quality aspects of the organisation, products, or how the supplier will deliver the service to you. To evaluate the questions, you'll need to decide how you're going to score them. Add a weighting, which will help you identify the most important points to you.
Stage 3. Issue your documents. There's a number of ways you can issue your documents to the suppliers. On the YPO portal, on your own procurement portal, or via email. Send all the documents to all the suppliers on the framework that meet your requirements, and make sure you give the suppliers enough time to respond to your further competition. The more time the better, as you'll get better responses. Give the suppliers an opportunity to ask questions too, but give them a deadline to get their questions to you, usually 1 week before the deadline for submissions. Just one thing to bear in mind with this: if you get any questions come to you from a supplier, you'll need to make sure you respond to all suppliers with the answer to that question, just so it's fair and transparent for everyone.
Stage 4. Evaluation. Don't open the submissions before the closing date, as it needs to stay fair and equal. Using your own portal or the YPO portal will help with this, as it can be locked away until the deadline has passed. Make sure not to deviate from the award criteria that you previously set, otherwise you could face legal challenges. When carrying out the evaluation, have at least 2 people evaluating the answers, then agree on a final score. Keep detailed notes during your evaluation and the reasons for the final score, so you can give feedback to your suppliers.
Stage 5. Contract award. You'll now be able to identify a winner from the scores you've given at the evaluation stage, and it's time to notify all the suppliers of the result. The best way to do this is by letter. This might include details of the winner, feedback and the scores, and we can provide you with templates for the letters. If a supplier asks you for more feedback, you can do this, but only if it's related to their submission and not any commercial details of the winner.
It's recommended that you allow a 10-day standstill period before entering into a contract with the winning supplier. And that's it. Once the standstill period has passed, you can begin your contract with your supplier.